Good morning, everybody. Or is it morning? It's still morning for another 6 minutes. I'm in the clear. This mouse! It keeps on disconnecting. It is very annoying. Fortress team game? Era Leary versus VVO? What? Was? 1900 scrub? I still call myself 2K. Interesting stream title. It's based on a true story. Alright, so Hera's gonna be in the blue as the Burmese here to the north. Wait, what are these colors? Larry's gonna be in the yellow as the Saracens to the west. Vivi's gonna be in the red as the Bulgarians to the south, and Yo is gonna be the green Wu to the east? Eh? Voobly era random colors, you bet. What on earth is happening? My mouse. Oh my goodness, this mouse is gonna kill me. How's my morning? My uncle flew in from California, so he's here right now, visiting my dad. And I haven't seen him in years, so that's really nice. And, I'll have dinner with him. He's catching up with my parents, but I figured I could stream for a few hours and it'd be fine. Anyway, fun is happening. Does Yo have Red Cliffs Tactics? I do really miss some team game events. No, not yet. Wu I could at least get for exactly doing this. Bulgarians, I don't get at all. You're gonna die horribly to Saracens. Viral, are you from Myanmar? Cool, cool. I had a lecture in university from former ambassador to it, to Myanmar/Burma. Well, I mean, the leather archer? Yeah, you'd think that thousands of years of history would have given you guys the ability to put leather archer armor on. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the Mamelukes and stuff should just kill everything. Remember, Yo is still only in Castle Age. A crepe post. Hera's gonna be an imp in a moment. Mangonels? Yeah, seriously. Alright, Fire Archers are down to 14. Obviously, that's not a very impressive number. Hera's gonna have Onagers here in a moment, which are actually gonna be, I think, quite good. Anyway, the castles are gonna start to get sniped. Mamelukes are Mameluking. You know, doing the Mameluke thing. I'm still not entirely sure what Bulgarians were supposed to accomplish, but if this is indeed a show match, then there were probably some sort of Civ settings or whatever. Yeah, Yo and Vivi, super dead. Like, I don't even know what Bulgarians even are supposed to give you here. Mamelukes are Mameluking once again. Healing in campaigns better to multiplayer. In campaigns, you're usually much more restricted in terms of like production or population. And in multiplayer, you don't have the same eco set up. In that, in campaigns, you have to milk as much value out of each individual unit as possible, but also the AI is completely buffoonery. It is completely buffoonery. So they're just gonna take horrible trades and you can be as efficient as possible, whereas you can't really do that against a human. Okay. Coaches the streamers. I mean, it's not like I have any like super deep set passion and love for coaching these streamers. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. Is the oh, you're not good enough. Slower and defensive in nature? Yeah, could say that. Hashtag what's your elo? I actually don't even think elo matters very much at all when it comes to coaching. Like, I mean, you should know Age of Empires and be able to be at least semi-competent with it, but it's just like in professional sports. You know, it's like some of the best coaches are not the very, very best players. The coach of the Seattle Seahawks, which just won the Super Bowl, literally didn't even play college ball. And he's considered one of the best defensive minds in the game. Yeah, I just don't know enough about AoE. And I lack the pedagogical skills to impart that to other people. Merching exposure? I mean, if that is the case, then they should outright say it. And the fact that, oh, this is such a glorious and altruistic effort to benefit the glory of the AoE2 community, which I thought was kind of silly the whole time anyway. Fast Imp tier list rush. Let me tell you, Fast Imp guilds, it's gonna catch on one day. It's gonna be so helpful in a game that's like 7 hours long. Oh, those onagers were sniped. I mean, nominally the populations are quite close, but it's a matter of civs and army compositions. BV's done actually, you know, yeoman's work of trying to keep this forward position hanging, but you just don't do anything against Mamelukes as Bulgarians here unless you can get a bunch of insane siege onager hits. And I mean, you're teching towards that, but I don't know. I do like the helmets on the Elite Rambai, like the Bayanong helmet. They look very nice. Left in a stone wall. I would call that cheating against T-West. The Reddit post, I saw the one you linked on Discord, which is, like, again, it's so annoying. Come on, important. Yeah, I mean, the in-game Burmese are an amalgamation of the people of Eastern India and the actual Mon Burmese people. Is it Mon? Oh my goodness, it's a Komodo dragon! It's Komodoing! I mean, it's like so nonsense with all the heavy cabs and stuff. I don't know enough about the military composition of medieval Tibet, as in I don't know anything about it. Yeah, let me look at this. 15k army value right now. You just don't beat this with these two civs. And once again, Fire Archers proving that they are not the best unit in Age of Empires 2. Goths? Yeah, Goths were very specifically chosen as a placeholder for anybody east of the Teutons. They already have exposed individuals? Exactly. Like, I can respect some good and honest hustle, especially in a cutthroat and not financially lucrative online space, but you know, it's like treating personal profit as altruism or interpreting it is very strange to me. It's also good content. Is so absolutely. Like, again, it's a service that people enjoy, and no, that's not coming from Hera or any of the streamers or anything like that. It's entirely the community. The actual initiative is perfectly fine, although I don't like that Microsoft is sponsoring it. But, like, other than that, like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Last year? I don't know. Actual players and casters? I absolutely don't think this is gonna help the Age of Empires community or people who spent a ton of time on improving the community. Other than Hera. And obviously Hera has done a lot for the AoE community. I'm not trying to say that he hasn't. It's more of a matter of you know, it's like, what is this actually? Katie. And I'm so used to just only casting tournaments that I go over to the tournament scene when we really don't need it. Wait. I guess Williams is in... Oh, is that not... Is that the Peruvian flag? I thought that was the Canadian flag. Kind of hard to tell with that low resolution. Then RF Williams? Yeah, I thought it was, but no, that's not. It's someone else entirely. Let's see if we can blow up the flag. Yeah, I know the other Williams is American. Okay, yeah, that's Peruvian. Listen, man, Peruvian flag and a Canadian flag, really hard to tell apart on 10 by 10 pixels. Go in a different direction? No, they're all vertical. Right, post. I've already seen this. Either way, you're not forgiven. Allow donation to add to the current prize pool for players? It's like, why are we doing this? Telling apart the Romanian and Chad flag. Since I'm colorblind, telling apart the slightly different shade of blue is not something I'm gonna be able to go. Yeah, I mean, why is Because Mr. Bean's the best Age of Empires player. Come on. Like, I wonder if people would be so willing to throw money at these guys if they saw their income they make. Is my shirt? I am actually colorblind. And again, it's not that any of those people haven't worked hard to earn their good livings. Like, again, that's not it. It's the fact that it's like, oh, let's everyone just throw more money at them. It's like, what are we doing here? What shirt? Oh. Yeah, I mean, that is just mind-boggling to me. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously what people choose to do with their own money is their business, as long as it's legal. We are not advocating for illegal activity on this stream. Okay. 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 Not even jaywalking? I'm from Chicago. Jaywalking is something of a national pastime here. Thanks for the 2 months, Lodge. Okay. Rich themselves? Yeah, that's true. Smoking weed? I really don't like it. Then for the finals, that's kind of interesting because it sort of goes it speaks to what is the point of doing open streaming in the first place. Or other streamers? Yes, again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the event in my eyes, and I do think it does bring additional eyeballs to the game. Like, that is very true. But I think that it shouldn't come from World's Edge. That could go to more community-focused tournaments. Yeah, that would also happen if T90 was casting the finals. Yeah, it shouldn't come from tournament prize pool. Who knows? I don't think smoking weed should be illegal, but I personally don't like it, and I don't like being around people who do it. It's less viewers for your channel. But it's like, absolutely. On the other hand, Mem got $70,000 or whatever to host the tournament. I mean, think about it. It's essentially a $70,000 interest-free loan that you got. Like, that's not something most people have access to. I mean, wait, it's not even a loan. Like, you just get the money for the prize pool. Yeah, it's not even a loan. Yeah, you're literally given $70,000 to host a tournament. I mean, this is true for everybody. It's true for me hosting a tournament. RMS Cup 3. I asked for it last year, and they said that Nilly said that he didn't think there was a unique enough tournament. Does he make his money from casting it? That is very opaque. I have never taken any money for hosting a tournament, and I'm pretty sure other people, that's true for other people as well. But it's, again, very opaque. Don't like people who smoke around people. I don't like being around people who are smoking weed presently. It's not like if somebody smokes weed, I don't like them. I'm not prejudiced like that. That is an important point of clarification. Sure, yeah, I'm pretty much a jerk. We all know that. Anyway, Vivi is going to be the yellow Tamadi Shiva Mahajas to the southwest, and to the west in the red as the Jurchens, it will be Yo. Do Ornlu and Hera have beef? I am from Chicago, so, you know, do like me some Italian beefs. Anyway, Hera gonna be the Blue Mongols there to the northwest, and to the east in the green as the Romans, it will be Liri. Is Chicago pizza any good? So Chicago pizza has two styles. Deep dish is the one that's very famous, but tavern style is the one that people eat mostly on like a regular day. So I think they're both delicious. Tavern style pizza is much more like, okay, it's Friday night, let's have a pizza. Deep dish is like a thing you do once or twice a year. You weren't allowed? I think in the past you weren't. I'm not entirely sure. Deep dish nearly every Friday? I mean, hey, go for it. There are dedicated and official coaches, and I was not allowed to be one because apparently I am not high-rated enough. Glorified lasagna? I mean, who cares? It's called pizza. If you don't think it's pizza enough, that's fine. I think it's delicious. I absolutely got what's your E-load. And I have hit 2K. I am literally a top 500 player. But also, again, I don't think that even matters at all. Like, I could be 15 to 1600, and I still don't think it would matter in terms of my ability to coach. Coaching is about your understanding of the game, understanding how players think about the game, and then being able to, you know, instruct somebody in how they can progress individually. So also, I actually have a background in StarCraft where I actually was top 500 in StarCraft on the North American server for a while. And so I could absolutely understand where people are coming from that were coming from StarCraft. Easy for me as a caster? Yeah, I mean, I absolutely am confident that I would be a good coach. Have the mechanics already? Absolutely. Engagement of coaches? Oh, absolutely. Offer to, just not do. But I don't know any of these people, right? So it's like, why would they want coaching from me? Things like always make fire archers. Learn all the time on the stream. I do try to teach you guys. I try to teach you guys. I learn on the stream, as I talk about all the time. I feel like I learn something new every time I stream. And then the reason I enjoy casting, and the reason I got into casting in the first place, is because I love learning and teaching about people about AoE 2. It's why I love digging into the weeds of all the AoE 2 mechanics and whatnot. Yes, Dave is lower rated than me. For colorblindness, I am so used to the AoE 2 color scheme that I never really bothered with it. Although I do use colorblind settings in some other games. For pass your hand up? Oh, well that's because Boom is such a high-level player. And I religiously watched Day 9 when I was in middle school. I would absolutely love coaching him. Like, the early Day 9 dailies. The mining camp? Oh, it's a sick mining camp. Where is it? The campaign mining camp here for, Yo. Doing the duck races for the series. I wasn't very impressed with Grubby. I would say I wasn't impressed by Grubby. Grubby played like a, what, 16 to 1700 level player? Which is good. Spirit of the Law coach? The thing with Spirit of the Law is I don't know if he knows enough about how, like, the actual gameplay of AoE 2, especially at a high level. I mean, Spirit of the Law, I think, would be a fantastic teacher. Again, I don't know how much he knows about how AoE 2 is optimally played. Yeah, I think Spirit of the Law is like, what, 1200 elo or something? He's a teacher? Yeah, no, like I said, I think he'd be fantastic at it. But again, I just don't know if that would be something that would work for these purposes. Oh, Yo, I thought he'd be going for scouts into Steppe Lancers. Looks like he's going Grenadiers.
Namaste.
Namaste. There are a bunch of people. They're mostly just streamers. High-level players who are streamers. And Phosphoru. Who isn't a big streamer, but people love making content off Phosphoru and Phosphoru builds, so I think that's part of it. Low elo? Nope. I mean, it was just something I did on a whim yesterday. Yeah, Phosphoru does stream, but he's not like a huge streamer. He definitely isn't a full-time streamer. Bring more people into the AoE community long-term? No, not at all. The only things that have ever shown to have an effective long-term viewership bumps were COVID and content drops. That's it. But yeah, I mean, Phosphoru absolutely has a big influence on competitive play. But I think it's also a matter of it's good content. A content drop? It was a content of some kind. Back for a number of games played. Oh no. Hentavirus? My understanding is that the Hentavirus is not something we need to worry about. Much more than the games like exactly. It's all about, it's literally like influencers and personality stuff, much more than the game itself. Oh, the other streamer's training? That is something that I am ethically opposed to. Like, unless it was just a one-off thing, I wouldn't watch any AoE streamer if they did another game. To be fair, I don't watch most AoE streamers these days, but that's usually because I'm working most of the time. And on a high level, Grubby is nowhere near good enough for that. Anything about President? Yeah. You still think I'm too low? Oh, no. Oh, wait, yo, it's going Cav Archer. Okay, but the Dirge and Cav Archers are still going to be worse than the Mangudai. Other than having, obviously, the big train speed advantage. Don't play... Yeah, but that's, like, because they're Hera and Viper. Go... Yeah, I think Grubby would never stick to just one game. Oh boy, Leary moving up!
Salve.
Salve. Anyway, some Travantra Riders here for Vivi. But they are going to need to do something with their ecos because Leary's just going to outboom everybody here. He could still compete, but he doesn't. Because, you know, that's just a Leary thing. Simon for Vazi random? Oh boy. And stick to him, which again is much more about personally growing your own stream and brand across other games, which makes sense for Hera and isn't like it's not a bad thing at all, but it's just people, I think, believing that it's some sort of altruistic, you know, nonsense.
Impera.
Punt? Oh, I mean, like, yeah, people will, you know, these streamers might, you know, go from AoE from time to time, and I think a lot of them have played AoE before. No husbandry in for Vivi, by the way. And for yeah. Well, nice snipes there on the Scorpions, but of course Hera's Mangudai control is excellent. Roman monks? I domine. Brontosaurus. Anyway, Leary still has a healthy build lead, although Hera is lagging behind alongside Yo. Decent following. I mean, I've done a lot of campaign content, and there is a very hard limit to how many people are interested in it. I mean, it's still worth doing, right? Like, I still do all the campaigns, and I do the campaign reviews. Well, to be fair, the campaign reviews are also not really worth it for the amount of time I spend doing it, but, you know. I like doing it. I think it's good content. all of the 10-minute patch note reviews and ranty videos that get more views is so I can spend the time doing stuff like State of the Civs or the campaign tier list reviews that actually are not financially sensical, but are something that I feel passionate about, right? Reservation content? Yeah, like, I think it's still good to have out there. 3 times is just stupid. It was! Yeah, no thumbring in yet. Yeah, it doesn't have an archer range yet. Now, Harris still on the 2 TCs. I don't think he's not close to Imperial Age. He is a little bit stuck. Okay, this is going to try and expand his eco a bit more. Actually, he's got 19 Manga Die. He always lost a lot of his CA. What's his KD? I always forget where this is in team games. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 7 kills, 15 deaths. Large single players put in. Yeah, I think that, I mean, most of the single player community doesn't consume content at all. And if they do, it's occasionally Low Elo Legends or Spirit of the Law videos. Fall asleep too. A lot of people do. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, that people say I have a voice that they can fall asleep to. Decent number of views. Well, remember, doing something like that would take a long, long time. Like hours and hours and hours of work. It's your voice? Yeah, that's true. Anyway, Lear's already at 100 bills, guys. Oh my goodness. That's something, I do hear that as well. Do it for Harambe? Always do it for Harambe. He's without losing it? Yeah, it's unfortunately that's just one of those things that's not worth the amount of time that would take to do. Like, I did Genghis Khan without losing a single unit because that one is, relatively speaking, pretty easy because you have Mangudai. And even then, that took me like 6-7 hours to do. Jurchen Cav Archers are fine, but they absolutely fall short compared to Mangudai. Especially because you don't have Parthian TikToks. Oh my goodness. Good heavens, mercy me. Ow. Explicable hatred of Bombard. I think it's pretty explicable. You want to rename it to American Clearing? Oh no. Anyway, Leary should just steamroll everything. Very hard to do deathless because units die very easily. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this eco. Is falling a little this year? Yeah. At least relative to where he was at. I was watching a Jon Stewart clip last night, and apparently Trump said that, you know, he had to explain not the Democrats, the Democrats. and he explained how that was such a clever name, and that, oh, most people don't know that dumb is spelled with a B. Like, I literally wanted to, like, smother myself with a pillow at just how ridiculously stupid that is. Oh yeah, I got to say Jon Stewart live. That was a lot of fun. He came to my university. I'm not high ranked enough? Yeah, clearly. Seriously, one of the dumbest human beings. Anyway, Hera's just having fun microing around with Mangudai, but it's gonna be Lyria that actually just murders everybody. 100%. There have been some stinkers. I don't think... I mean, it might just be recency bias, and also in the context that America is like the big global superpower right now. That if we have a bad president now, it's worse for the world. If compared to like when Andrew Johnson was president. But yeah. James Buchanan, Andrew Johnson, and Warren G. Harding are usually considered the worst presidents. Was hilariously bad. At the very least, Woodrow Wilson did some good things. Wilson! What? He got us through World War I? In the White House? You bet! Not a good human being at all. And even if the League of Nations wasn't destined to success, it was, at the very least, a good start that would lay the foundations for the United Nations. Also, a lot of the policies towards antitrusts were carried over from Teddy Roosevelt and Taft. So he's still very much considered a progressive-era president, so that's something that was definitely good. But yes, also absolute racist, scumbag person, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Trump's administration is almost certainly the most corrupt. Second Mexican-American War. I mean, no American administration is, like, perfect, right? What did Kamala do? Kamala was just boring. Milk toast. You would have Leroy Jenkins in World War I? Yeah. Not the best. But he was also busting trusts and creating the national parks. So, you know, there's that. Still one of our best presidents. But, I mean, I don't think any president has done the amount of damage to American infrastructure, American finances, American global standing, personal corruption, What else? Oh yeah, suppressing democracy. Duh. Last week tonight? Yes, I do.
Impera.
Deal with crime. That's mostly a misnomer. I do agree that there are certainly crime problems in America, but they aren't really fixed by anybody. And they are also absolutely terrible at doing literally anything effectively. But yeah, those sorts of issues are ones that are so deeply rooted and complicated that nobody's really been able to sort them out effectively because it requires a lot of money and effort and things that are not popular. As to talk about, well, at least you don't have a junta. Yep.
准备就绪。
Places with high crime rates are red states. Well, they tend to be in red states or in very big cities. I mean, these guys are trying, but guys, look at the Leary score. Like, it's just such a comically one-sided economic situation. Get arrested? Yeah, you know, we're trying to avoid turning into that at the very least. There we go. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, most problems that are like really deeply entrenched in American society are so complicated and have so many like barriers to fixing them that there is simply no way you can do it quickly or cheaply. Again, I keep on forgetting. What's the title? The title is based on a true story. Well, I mean, I'm not 2K at the moment, but yes, I have reached 2K15, I think. Dave Coach, I think an exception was made for Dave. Apparently, I just am not high enough level, and I don't know enough about AoE. And I lack the pedagogical skills to coach people. Just do it for the art instead of for the... Because I need to make a living? Who said that? The admin that I asked about being an official coach. Who then, when I pointed out how if Dave can be a coach, why can't I be a coach? He said, oh, Hera just did that today. And then I said, all right. And then he ghosted me. I have a job, but I don't have a job is the problem. Like, once, in theory, I get a job, I will absolutely just do the stuff I want to make. Stream an offer? Honestly, I'm pretty annoyed about the whole thing. And don't really feel like begging.
Kid? Forget it.
Even told Hera? I mean, then it is what it is. The AI created logo? Oh no.
Kid, have love.
Anyway, T-Bolt here, good old TM24, is with his men-at-arms attacking T90. He'll be the Cyan Celts to the east. T90 is over here with the Scout Cavalry being a little annoying. And then T90 is the Red Malians over here to the west. Amavera? I mean, it's not really like... Oh, am I a fan or
Kid.
not a fan? I don't know. I feel like most of... I have earned at least some degree of,
Kid,
you know, appreciation. Understanding that, you know, I know a fair amount of AoE too. I am reasonably good at communicating. They would need to allow me? Why would they need to allow me?
target it. Kid, have love.
Puts money.
Target it.
And I have.
Have love.
Padded archer armor coming in. 2K4, he actually is. And not invite some players, not allow some casters. Well, it's not a matter of me being allowed to cast it or not cast it. It's a matter of me being an official coach or not.
Target it.
I mean, I could teach you guys by casting the games,
Target it.
but not really directly with the people themselves.
Kid,
Document? Nope.
target it. Have love.
There are absolutely no laid out rules or specific qualifications.
Target it. Have love.
I was just told they want at least 2K2.
Yeah.
Kid,
Anyway, T9 has got a couple of ill kills here. Thunderbolt's still a little bit ahead in economy. Now, the Celt men-at-arms are really nice in terms of being able to chase down the skirmishers. And I like that he's keeping a couple archers here as well. Makes it annoying for T90, but T90's still the one who's gotten the actual eco damage done. Am I upset? I am very annoyed, yes. Inquiring or knowing that you're a caster with a lot of experience is quite telling. Yeah, exactly.
have love.
Again, like, I think I would be both good at it. No, it's not Ashley. Ashley said that she was just an admin because Nilly was on vacation or something.
Kid,
Invited to coach? Worse than that, I offered to coach, and I was told that I was not high enough level. And that made me very unhappy. Collaborating between communities?
target it.
Either that or it's about collaborating between select streamers and individuals with other select streamers and individuals.
Target it. Have love.
In which case, it's not about collaborating between the Age of Empires community and other communities. It's about collaborating between one influencer's community with another influencer's community. I do, like I said, I do like the men-at-arm play against the skirmishers, but we're talking 16 skirmishers to 2 men-at-arms.
Kid,
Kind of an issue.
target it.
Go for his own men-at-arms? I actually don't think there's any good reason for him to go for his own men-at-arms. Finish my placement matches. I thought I would do a good job. I hate you, heel. Oh, that's good. That's good. Molly and Sue have good men-at-arms, for sure. But Molly and men-at-arms are taking 1 damage, or any men-at-arm is taking 1 damage from skirmishers with equal defense to attack upgrades.
Kid, target it.
Oh, longswords? That can be a bit different.
Target it. Airlock.
The thing is, T90's going to Castle Age. It feels like, if anything, you're gonna want a Siege Workshop, and then transition into Economy. Or you could go Knights.
Target it. Kid.
You could also go Cav Archers as well, although I don't like that quite as much. For Skirms and Cav? I don't even think... You could literally be a 1600 and coach these guys, if depending on your game understanding and your ability to teach.
Airlock.
I mean, that's the main thing. So Mem can't coach? I don't know. I don't really see Mem as the teacher sort. Again, that's the most important thing, is just how well you communicate and can, teach people. How do you understand how AoE is played? How do you understand what they're doing and why they're doing it? And then, support them in what they're doing well, offer them pointers on how to fix what they're not doing well, etc. Maybe, I have no idea. Just yell. That's always an option. Alright, so T90 is going for skirmishers and archers.
Airlock. Target it.
He's done a very good job of whittling down the enemy skirmisher numbers, which obviously is very, very good. And the archers will obviously still deal quite well with the swordsmen. That said, if there was a situation where Thunderbolt didn't lose quite as many skirmishers, then I think this would probably just not be a very good idea. That said, Thunderbolt's trying to go swordsman, and yeah, you gotta respect the swordsman play. Expose that.
Kid.
I mean, has Dave actually done any coaching, or has he just been signed up for it?
Airlock. Target it. Airlock.
Anyway, T90's got ballistics now. He's going to get leather archer armor. So he's going to be in a great spot here. As much as I hate to say it, if Thunderbolt had prioritized the skirmisher upgrades, he would be in a much, much better spot. Ah, okay. Then,
Airlock.
there you go.
Kid. Target it. Kid.
You never stop coaching life. That's fair. Again, like, I had no issues with Dave coaching. Like, I think Dave would be a very good coach. Wait, since when have there been wild alpacas? I didn't even know.
Airlock.
I feel like I'm missing out on life. Wanakos? Are they? I think you might be right. Including small Warcraft 3 streamers, then Hera's...
Target it.
Shooting small AoE2 streamers. Well, Hera hasn't been
Target.
like as big as anywhere near as long as Grubby has.
Va bene.
Ooh.
Kid. Target. Kid. Erlav.
Fire a small streamer? Yeah, I'd definitely say so.
Kid.
Go get him, swordsman!
Erlav.
Go get him!
Target.
Honestly, I mean, Thunderbolt is eventually getting all these upgrades. The issue is that he's on 1 TC to 3. Wild Alpaca? That's true. I mean, if there's anything that's disqualifying, it's that right there. You get... Well, because it's content, right?
Target.
Because the phosphor rushing stuff is very exciting. It also produces short, exciting games.
Erlav.
Open Classic? What a silly name for a tournament. Who would have thought of that idea?
Target.
But that's also back when you could compete in your own tournaments. Now you're not allowed to compete in any tournament that you host. T90's got to be careful. The macros, much like Bay, has been slipping. Name Team Grubby. I mean, to be fair, name. I need a name. I don't know.
Kid.
Grubby. Beaker plays an edge? Absolutely.
Va bene.
Need to learn to play. Although one would hope that the idea of the tournament would be teaching people how to play Age of Empires. But yeah, T90 absolutely is not allowed to play in TTL anymore. Anyway, nice snipe there on the Mangonel, and the stone is slowly coming in for a castle. Oh my goodness, it's a Cav Archer. How exciting!
Erlav.
Would a streamer tournament make sense? You mean the thing that is literally happening right now? Why? Conflict of interest. Microsoft doesn't want any appearance of a tournament being created with rules or admins that benefit the person competing in them. Anyway, very, very good there for T90. Cleans everybody up. Should have the game pretty close to 1 at this point.
Target.
With 2 accounts? Oh no. What was the name of Viri's account? Alt account? Oh no, this is... Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, totally got wrong. Oh jeez. One of the better dramas in a while. I feel bad for T90 because, like, it's obviously horrible for him and caused him a ton of stress and headache. But it's also pretty funny. Host of cryptographers? Yes, that's exactly why. Are we really coming to the world of Cav Archers? Oh, really? I thought Cabron was, like, buddy. Or like, hey, man. Argentina? I mean, he's only banned from World's Edge sponsored events. He's not banned, I think, from all events. Around the community after that? I mean, I don't even know what would go through somebody's mind like that. No husbandry, by the way. When Nilly joined. That's it. I think it might even come up from somebody higher than Nilly.
Target it.
If I'm trying to remember the exact timeline on all this stuff, but hey, okay. But yeah, I think that might have come from legal or something like that. Which, like, I understand. I mean, do I think that it would be necessary, or that any AoE tier tournament host would try and rig stuff in favor of themselves? No, but from the legal people, I understand that. That's curious like AoE too. Oh my goodness. Who are the famous one? Isn't it like Bonnie Blue or whatever? She'd mop up. Sponsored by World's Edge. Those all just now coming. I get the freaking cow archers, man. 10k is actually very small. It's the smallest amount that World's Edge will ever give to a tournament. Although just conceptually, a tournament, that money going to an invitational only tournament when we were normally required, I think it was 80%. It had to be open qualifiers. Definitely rubs me the wrong way. Because you're literally just giving money to popular streamers. Interviews going? I only ever had one interview. Trust me, I'm trying to get out of here. Metaphorically speaking, not literally. No, just straight up rejected. But yeah. That Castley transition was, I think, not that great for Thunderbolt. Again, I think if he just prioritized the skirmisher focus a little bit earlier on, I think that T90's crossbow plus skirmisher focus actually would have lost to pure skirmisher from Thunderbolt, and it was still competitive enough at that point. Same 6 people? Yes, but at least they have to earn it through hard work and practice, right? And, you know, it's like everybody's still given an opportunity. A one-page resume or more? I tailor the resume to each job position. How long's my base resume? Hold on, I'm pretty sure I would dox myself. Let's not dox myself. It's like a page and a half. The generic one. Yes, to give it away. It's so different. And then Thunderbolt ran into somebody who is slightly lower elo than I am. Actually, what is my elo right now? Okay, it is 1960. To be fair, I did run into Wong the other day. That guy should apply for coaching? Yeah, for sure. Thunderbolt's revenge game? I could be getting stomped. It would be so fun. Could it be the legendary doorknob? with our good old random Chinese flag. The 10K, they don't need the money.
Ano?
Make it drama? I would never do that myself. Mostly because I don't like having that sort of attention brought to myself, and I don't like being that sort of dramatic a person. Only a little bit dramatic. Hence the stream title. Anyway, Lighty here, gonna be coming up with some men-at-arms, as is Doorknob. Well, nice there for Lighty. Subdued annoyance, exactly. Title, I offered my coaching services to the streamers for Harris tournament thingy, and was rejected because apparently I am not high enough elo. And after pointing out that Dave was able to coach, who is not as high elo as I am, then I got ghosted. You to hair? I really don't know. For coaching? They could, but I don't know any of the streamers personally. Oh, look at this wall over here. Making sure that all the wood lines are safe. Especially as that one's running out. It's kind of cute. Alright, Castle Age on the way for both players. Still just the one range. Good quick walls. I say good quick walls. Yeah, it's just two skirmishers, though. Good word from me? Sure, why not? Like, if anything, it was the lack of respect more than, oh, you can't coach. I mean, although I do think coaching would be fun. Like, you know. What do I have to do with that? I've got nothing to do with that. I was innocent. Post on Reddit. I don't think it's a good idea to publicly share DMs like that. Anyway, oh my goodness, it's skirmishers! It's so exciting! University. I mean, I told you everything that was in them anyway. Not like it was an especially long conversation. Hand cannons? I mean, Castle Age hand cannons are great and all, but not if you're running into skirmishers. Nice job clipping those archers there. Not that Dark Noob is really too bothered transitioning into them. Shut up, Flamingo. Frickin' Doflamingo? This is so annoying. But I am not really a podcast guy. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of good ones out there for history. But I've never really gotten into them. If you are going Castle Age hand cannoniers, you'll probably need a second range at the very least. Oh my goodness, he trapped us. Back the skirmishers! 50-ish? He's a little bit faster than me. Pretty extensive? Well, I did major in international affairs, so that's half history anyway. And I've also done a ton of, you know, independent reading and research.
Ja,
Start a history podcast. I don't think anyone would be interested in that. And the Khazars? That sounds like something I would do.
Heise. Heja.
Ja?
Ja.
Oh! That is a lot of dead knights for all this. In the paid capture age? I think it is. Anyway, I think you can check it in AoE 2 Insights after the game is over. I think.
Heise.
Anyway, heavy plow coming in, 3rd TC for blue. I mean, yeah, Lighty got some kills and has a little bit of an eco lead, but you are getting to cast late hand cannons.
Bereit.
Beretta.
Ja, bereit.
Beretta. Why are they so berating?
Heise.
Co przykazujesz?
But yeah, I mean, the whole thing, though, is that I'm not really sure these hand cannons are the unit you want.
Ja.
Good mangonel hooks can certainly change the tide, though.
Co przykazujesz? K waszym służbom.
Oh, but you'd have the fills to repair. Oh, got it. Nicely done there for Mr. Dark Noob.
Co przykazujesz?
Still a little ways off from a castle, though, and the last thing you want on this map is a castle, like, right here, if you're Dark Noob, or a castle right here if you're Lighty. Take on it. So, the thing is that this Eastern European architecture set is in part based off of Bohemian architecture.
Jsem připraven.
So, although I would tend to agree, actually for... Yeah, it might make sense historically. I think you could argue either way. But I think that it would just be better to more evenly distribute the architecture sets, because right now, the Eastern European, Southern European, and East Asian architecture sets are really overrepresented compared to all of the other ones.
Bereit.
K waszym służbom.
Heise.
That'd be my argument, at least. Catholic ones? It is pretty weird.
Ano.
Lithuanians also,
Ja.
if not pagan shrines, would also have Catholic ones. Spears and not skirms. So that goes all the way back to when they didn't want spearmen to be a good raiding unit. They thought that skirmishers in themselves, just because they did such low damage, would never be a good raiding unit anyway. The many others? I think what you could do is you could just check on the Discord server. Here they are. Doubt, Dave, Fire, Andy, Hart, Jordan, Lewis, Leary, Moore, the Viper. And other ones are probably not online.
Heise.
Shinto shrines. Well, that, yeah, he just goes all the way back to Age of Kings. To TCs in the dock? I think TCs and docks are just fine as is. Alright, castle here for Lighty, so he will be able to establish more map control. And on top of that, he's likely going to get a faster Imperial Age. But, apparently Leary's coaching Grubby, I think, today. 1,200 more food collected. This is likely going to lead to a faster Imperial Age time. If Yem is 40? Me too. Me too. Yeah, it's right around 40.
Pejse? Ja.
And now I'm less than a year away from 30.
Żada.
Always need RTS games? Yes, but you still want to be faster than that in AoE. You can be a high-level AoE player at 60 to 70 APM or EAPM. Slower than that, and you probably are actually having deficiencies in your micro or macro or both. At 30-ish? It depends on, like, you're still at 30-ish, you're going to be
Ano.
limited very much in terms of what you can do, though.
Bereitet? Pejse?
Like, you will almost certainly lose every single late game.
Ja.
I've run into that issue as well, where I just don't have the APM to keep up with people in long games.
Stasz Bóg. Żada. Jestem przyprawen. Żada.
Jestem
Jestem
przyprawen.
przyprawen.
I mean, I actually... Again, that is true to a certain limit. Doorknob? Is this turning into a Margugu doorknob at the moment, guys? I feel like that's where we're at. Anyway, Lighty's gonna be faster to Imperial Age. He has the castle here on the high ground, although it is only a single castle.
Jestem przyprawiona. Co żada?
But I felt... I mean, APM probably doesn't matter really at all until you hit, like, 18 to 1900 ELO, which already puts you in, like, the top 4 or 5% of players. But I mean, if you're trying to get to that level, then yeah, you will absolutely benefit from being faster. In both directions? Oh, I'm sure.
Co przykazujesz? Właściwym służbom. Ano.
Doorknob! Pikeman coming in. That is a slower Imperial Age. You have 2 castles, but they're very spread out. I mean, these are great castles for defending against raids, but they're not great castles for winning a trip war.
Co przykazujesz?
Ano.
Właściwym służbom.
Pejsy? Ano.
Oh no. Yeah, Skirm's still getting good value here. And the thing with hand cannoneers is that unlike archers, they max out at 7 range, unless you're Hindustanis.
Bereitet?
So
Ja.
the skirmishers, even without bracer, are still going to be able to match your range, which is very helpful.
Pejse?
Ano.
To a Hofnitsa fight. Unfortunately for Dark Noob, Hofnitsa is a little far away. But yeah, I mean, this is just going to be such a huge issue. Bohemia? Yes.
Ja.
I mean, Bohemians were literally in both the Genghis Khan and Barbarossa campaigns
Przykazujesz?
as Teutons.
Właściwym służbom.
That, although they're Slavic, they were part of the Holy Roman Empire, at least for a significant amount of time. So
Ano. Co
putting them as Teutons is, you know, just fine.
Ja.
Co przykazujesz?
Pejse?
And this is just one of those maps where middle castle control with the hill is just so extremely powerful. For the entirety of the Holy Roman Empire, were they?
Służbom.
I mean, I know they were an elector state, but I wasn't aware of exactly when and where
Pejse?
the
Co przykazujesz?
Ja.
the starting and ending began.
Ano. Właściwym służbom. Co przykazujesz? Ano.
Yeah, Fetterman in El Dorado trains war wagons or Hussite wagons, which make much more sense given the time frame. Kingdom separately? That does make sense, yeah. I mean, it's not my expertise area at all. There's those were some accents, that's for sure.
Ano.
Deleted.
Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ?
Ooh. That is both castle sniped here, 4 trebuchets. Scout cavalry are poor fighters, but can see a great distance.
Službám. Co přikazuješ?
No, GG! Oh my goodness, guys! Dark Noob is toxic confirmed! He just GG'd after he resigned. He didn't actually rage quit. Is this an AoE 2 cast? I don't know. Does what I do count as casting? Hard to say. Probably not. Heard fish from the Pope. Ah. Yeah, Castle hand cannons are very fun, but it's not really gonna do you well against the skirm heavy play. And then getting raided by some knights. There aren't many sims that are slower than Teutons, but Bohemians are one of them. Oh, finally! Finally! Some high-level AoE. Daycare for the elderly, yeah. Oops. Funnily enough, all these other people streaming is actually bad for me, because it just pushes my stream even lower. Now that I think about it. Alright, finally. High-level AoE. Dob's gonna be in the cyan as the Vietnamese to the east. And to the west in the red as the Mari Mari. It is going to be John Slow. The easiest difficulty? I don't have time for that, man. I'm a busy bumblebee. AI waits for you to come slaughter them? Yeah, that checks out. Alright, so back to that. Yeah, the South American campaigns. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy watching this chompy.
My.
Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. I was like sweltering. And apparently the heat was on and it was set to 24.4 Celsius or 76 Fahrenheit in my room. In my stuffy tiny little room. And I was dying. Like, I mean, 76 outside is perfectly lovely. 76 inside is like, ugh. Mari to the Mari. I wonder if John Slow's gonna open with the slingers. The humidity? Again, it was the heat set to 24. In Mapudungu, it means hello. Well, it technically means 10 and 10, which is like 10 fingers grasping the other person's 10 fingers, which is absolutely adorable. In the worst of the summer, where are you at, Eel, even? Because, that sounds rough. But yeah, like, it just feels different. Phoenix, oh! Well, you know, all the jokes about Phoenix being a monument to man's arrogance. Area's fine? Yeah, there you go. Melee. Yeah, I'm really curious as to how the slingers are going to work out.
Điện hạ có gì sai bảo?
Let's see. Is much better. Yeah, the issue is I'm also upstairs. For those race traders? Oh, because of the Incas? Yeah. Mari to the Mari. But yeah, the thing with the slingers, though, is you can't start trading them until Castle Age. Wait a minute, hold on. What's Dobbs doing? Oh, did he gather 30 gold? Yeah, he did. Okay, so he's just going for a pure boom. Doesn't know anything about AoE 2? That sounds like me. Man, seeing this arena game makes me want to play arena. Interesting. I wanted to see how the slingers would match up against a light cav opening. I still feel like it would be pretty bad. Angeles, Austin. Phoenix, I think, is the hottest city on average. At least hottest major city on average. Vegas also gets exceptionally hot. But it's also much, much smaller than Phoenix. And also is mostly just there as a, you know, party destination. LA is on the coast. And Austin is also famous for being extremely hot and humid. But yeah, Phoenix is much, much hotter. Oh, good enough? Yep. It turns out your the main qualifying skill in terms of your coaching ability is how many viewers you have online. Shall rise from the ashes. That's true. Oh yeah, Dobbs is just pure booming. This is not something we see very often, man. Interesting that John Slow is also going for the Bolas Riders. I mean, I guess it would be better against a light cav opening if you are the Mapuche. Oh, his Mari's just got Mari'd real hard. Everything. Interesting. I did not know that. Versus Rattan Archers? Yes, they would be very, very bad against Rattan Archers. Well, I mean, they'd be able to run away from them, but yeah, in an actual fight, they'd be very bad. Third TC coming in, and Dobbs will have the superior eco, and it was honestly kind of lucky that Dobbs was able to get the first monk snipe that will slow down the relic collection rate. That said, there's a reason that you don't go for this as like a common meta for arena, in that you just lose all map control, and this is a meta where map control and timing are so essential that you even see a lot of late Castle Age pressure from a lot of sibs. Now, John Slow is still investing into the Bolas Riders, even after seeing his opponent isn't doing anything aggressively. So honestly, this is pretty interesting. Getting Wheelbarrow in. I mean, yeah, Dobbs 20 seconds idle time. This is a very good boom. He'll probably buy another 100 stone and add a 4th TC. I guess unless he really just wants to go for a 3 TC fast imp timing with archers, which you can do. I mean, to be fair, if he was going for a 4th TC, he would have built it already. Mixed in pole hussars? Oh, that is rude. Can't bring a hussar to a CA fight. There you go. So yeah, again, if he was adding a 4th TC, he would have done so by now. So Dobbs, I am really curious as to what his plan is. Probably fast imp arbs. Make them even slower. Japanese CA should be better than the Bolas Riders in a direct fight. Bolas Riders have +2 attack. Yeah, +2 attack. So it's 7 attack plus the charge versus Cav Archers, whereas Cav Archers have 8 base attack and can also fire faster. 0.55. Didn't they start at 0.6 back in the original game? In general, well, then, yeah, that's your own problem. So yeah, it is a 3TC fastish imp. Gonna click up at, you know, around 70 villagers. Gonna be going for the archers. Like I said, this is just a style we really don't see very often. Eco is ahead for Dobbs in the short run. Now, John Slow is not adding in a 4th TC either, so he still wants to get a pretty good Imperial Age time. Now, I think this is for Handcart 2, Ballistics. What is he doing? African Kingdoms? Ah, okay. Got more ranges, but it's not going to be much of a fast imp timing if you have no army. Wild idea, I know. Oh, what he should have done, though, John Slow, is he should have built outposts at around the base with his chompy warriors. Okay, so he is doing that. Again, this is like old school arena right here. He's going to hit Imperial Age with like 85 to 90 villagers. He's going to have some archers and some archer upgrades, but no castle, no trebuchets then, so he's going to need to then go for the bombard cannons, which is going to cost even more time. And when you have no map control, it's really, really tough. Jumpy can build outposts? Oh. The Clown Kaiser! Anyway, it is going to be a round of 1 Imperial Age difference, 1 Imperial Age research time difference, aka 3 minutes and 10 seconds. I think. Unless I'm crazy. Yeah, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. No need for outposts. Dobbs actually did have a very good boom. Thumb ring, bracer, chemistry coming in. Man, I'd love to see a Masters of Arena tournament. I gotta say, I feel like there are a lot of different ways you can play it, and it feels like it's been so long since we've seen like a big diversity of civs on Arena in a tournament setting. Anyway, now the question, guys. Are they so flexible? Because they've been buffed a million times. Will John Slow be able to speak, friend, and enter with Malon? I mean, Konas are alright, but I'd much rather see Malon. There we go. Double Siege Workshop, there it is. Watermelon. Actually, my mom was just saying that she cut up a cantaloupe, also known as a melon. Remember, though, no bracer for the Mapuche. And still no stone being collected. Dobbs is going to want to end this game fast. But you can see that this imp timing just hasn't really done enough. There's a reason that the fast imp arm timings usually rely on a forward castle and trebuchets, because this just buys so much time for John Slow, and now he's going to be in Imperial Age before the first bombard cannons cross the map. So although the throwback is nice, I think this is a good demonstration of why we don't see this anymore. Now, do imp skirms beat Malon skirms in mass? I don't know. Imp skirms are really freaking good. Remember, your skirms also have 50 HP, so you actually have more HP than imp skirms. The winner of the caster event? What? What caster event? Alright, looking to buy some time, waiting for Ring Archer armor to be in. No chemistry, though. That's at the Archers... Actually, they're about to have Ring Archer armor. Really good? Yes, they would. They would definitely be some of the best imp skirms. Here is Evet. Are you now Turkish, Kuri? Do you want to relive the glory days of Bulgaria as part of the Ottoman Empire? I didn't think that was especially popular over there, but what do I know? Alright, skirmers are out here. Army value significantly higher. I know. It's so disappointing. Alright, more imp skirms are on the way. Cheeky? I'm a cheeky guy. Yeah, no, we've already been through the annoyance I have at being considered too low elo to coach people. Oh, the dancing. John Slow, you gotta dance yourself, man. Be better than me. I mean, you can see Melon is good. Low viewers? Same thing, evidently. Anyway, now it's the production issue. Do you have conscription in? Oh, he taps out! Not able to take a good enough fight. Am I participating? If they ask me to. But I'm not gonna frickin' beg. Alright, guys. Well, credit here to Dobbs making it work. I thought the Melon skirms would be performing a bit better, but honestly, Arbs were there. They were in good numbers. Free conscription is still huge. Remember, you don't need a castle for free conscription. You just get it. Coach them that way? No. Isn't high enough to teach? Yeah. Guys, DE's kind of crashing right now. Yeah, I mean, credit there to Dobbs making it work. Hitting literally every wrong button. $1900s? Yeah, I'm like 1960 right now with a high of 2K. The highest rated players are like 17 to 1800. $1K, some of them are like 1K. But again, like, your actual elo doesn't really matter that much. It's all about your understanding of the game and how to approach people who are trying to learn the game and teach them. Fix all my problems? Oh, yeah. For sure. Comprehend? Yeah. Are any of the streamers even streaming? Ayushin is 784. Is he in game? I don't see him in game. But it's been known to be weird in the past. And he is in game. Then... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. The terminal Gen Z. What? Finally, good clown games. All right. Tofu going to be here in the blue as the Pulse to the northwest, and Ozone as the Red Blade to the south. Yeah, UX is a clan.
Rozkazania.
Rozkazania.
Tak.
Witaj. Rozkazania. Rozkazania. Tak.
Witajcie.
Ultimate xylophonists. Passionate graphic designers. This is actually slightly incorrect, guys. What you want to do is you want to build one tile away from the PC as poles. That way you, the villager pathfinding, like if you wanted to send a villager over here with the gather point, then it would likely derp out or whatever. So you want a one tile of breathing room, so to say. Adviga's still the best campaign? Yeah, probably. It's too late now. Yep.
Co wam jest?
Just can't actually teach people. I don't know enough about AoE, and I don't know how to teach.
Witaj.
That's considered coaching? Oh no. I thought we had escaped the coaching drama with Melkor and Feanor. That's life coaching. Oh no! Oh, you're gonna see like literally the same thing with the fast imp. I mean, Malay are also a very good civ for it. Right at all. That's stage coaching. What drama? Me not being allowed to coach the streamers because I'm too low elo. Take it to Reddit? Yeah, but if I take it to Reddit, it's just whiny.
Tak. Witaj. Tak.
I can take it to my own space, which is my own stream, and, you know, be all, grumpy about it, but... Said that, one of the admins for Hera's tournament is that they want at least 2k2 elo, so I clearly lack the Age of Empires 2 understanding, the game knowledge, and the
Rozkazania.
pedagogical skill. Could coach? Not only could, he should, but I don't think Hera wants to be involved with anything that John Slow does. Alright, imp on the way.
Witaj. Gotów wam jest.
Now you can see that Poles are one of the civs that can absolutely keep up with the Malay economy.
Przykazania, panie.
Tofu. Tofu, I think we need to have a talk, Tofu. Better coaching? I mean, am I being bitter or a jerk if I think that I would probably be a better coach than Leary?
Tak.
Hera anti-Semitic? I genuinely think Hera probably doesn't want to involve himself with anybody who's Israeli.
Owszem.
Or Hera is Palestinian Canadian. That said, my personal philosophy is that unless somebody's like entire stream and purpose is incredibly political, then
Waszych ust. Jakieś rozkazania?
it's not like I'm not going to work with John Slow just because I disagree with what his government does and think that, you know,
Do waszych ust.
Netanyahu should be in a international tribunal, or put before an international tribunal.
Owszem. Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych ust. Jakieś rozkazania?
Anyway, what I do like here from Thofu is that he is not being afraid to just send the skirmishers out in lower numbers to keep the Arab numbers low.
Owszem.
Casting Vinch? I never did that. Which is funny because, like,
Rozkazania.
people then assume that I was pro-Russian when I'm very much not. I just try not to hold Age of Empires players accountable for the actions of their governments. Unless, again, they're, like, very passionately outspoken and, like,
Jakieś rozkazania?
you know, pro-heinous things.
Apa sasananya Baginda?
You know, if you are defending a position against bigotry, as a rule, it's a good idea to not do that yourself.
Owszem.
Hive mind of their nationality. That's true.
Do waszych ust.
That's why I am munching on my burger with my shotgun. Yeah, I mean,
Tak.
it's really unfortunate.
Jakieś rozkazania?
Like, I don't know any other AoE 2 streamer that is more political than I am.
Jakieś rozkazania?
So clunky. Wow, what an anti-chicken sentiment. Remember, no +4 defense for the skirmishers. And I will not take questions.
Owszem.
War. Oh my goodness, it is.
Do waszych ust.
Now, the thing is, for Tofu, you do need to transition into something else eventually. I'm not pro-Rush.
Jakieś rozkazania?
Indeed.
Tak. Witajcie.
Or the French part.
Owszem. Do waszych jakieś rozkazania? Owszem. Do waszych ust.
Nice snipe there. And the ARB numbers are still not super impressive. Ozo needs to keep the macro going. It's not really producing a whole lot of anything at the moment.
Do waszych usług. Owszem. Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych usług. Owszem. Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych usług. Jakieś rozkazania?
The current two civs,
Owszem.
Malay and Poles, I don't really think they had a whole lot to do with each other. If he's not allowed to participate, maybe he is allowed to participate.
Jakieś rozkazania?
Go further about Germany, yeah. There will be mem drama, yeah. have the same color. That's true.
Owszem, do waszych usług.
They're just flipped. Poland is white on top and red on the bottom, and Indonesia's red on top, white on the bottom. And so is Monaco.
Do waszych usług. Owszem.
Oh, that's a Treebeard certified right there. Shooting Napoleon. I mean, you know,
Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych usług.
hating on Napoleon was a pretty great unifier for all of the non-French parts of Europe. Or, I mean, propaganda is absolutely one of those words that's lost its original value.
Do waszych usług.
You need celery? I hate celery!
Rozkazania.
Jakieś rozkazania?
If celery has no enemies, then I am dead. Also, what? Holy overboom here from Tofu. 87 bills on wood. What the heck? Also, he doesn't even have Wheelbarrow Man. Oh, no. Celery or salary? One of them I hate by choice. The other one I hate because I don't have it. That guy, yeah.
Do waszych rozkazania?
No, Mem is not 2K2.
Rozkazania.
Owszem. Do waszych rozkazania?
Of all the current full-time casters, I have the highest elo, other than T90. Although I'm much, much closer to everyone else than I am to T90. T90 got really good during those Facebook years when he didn't have to cast all the time. Versus Bohemians, that's rough. Oh my goodness! T90's like 2K4. He's quite good. Second best? Indeed. Again, like, I don't even think the elo matters all that much. I mean, nice knife there on the castle.
Jakieś rozkazania?
He's been able to get rid of some of his villagers. Got the Flappy Bird Hussars coming in. Does he have late... No, he has neither of the unique techs. That should be a standard. I mean, when I pointed that out, I was ghosted. Matters for what it measures. Ranked gameplay? Yes, but that 1v1 ranked gameplay is not necessarily an indication of how good a teacher you are.
Witajcie.
I would also recommend handcart, just, you know, personally.
Do waszych usług. Owszem.
Alba's coming in. I mean, Tofu's pushing this back just through sheer willpower. And he absolutely is just likely going to win this game from pure macro. No castles left for Ozone. HCA. I myself bit the bullet and went for pole heavy cav archers the other day. I beat a 2K1 player, but it cost me my dignity of going pole cav archers. I went winged hussar cav archer.
Rozkazania?
Gotowa
Do
jest.
waszych usług.
Witajcie. Tak.
Jakieś rozkazania? Do waszych usług.
Oh, that was close. Unbanning arena? Clearly. Remember, it's also 5 relics to 0. for being mean. Rathrag really did sabotage any goodwill he's had in the community, didn't he?
Jakieś rozkazania?
No one can. Something like that. Oh, but Ozone's also going to rotate those crops. Feels good, man. Is this what? Still no Lechitic Legacy. The GL. I mean, I think it's okay to burn all connections you have with GL at this point. All right, castle coming in. Tofu continuing to push this back. Still way too many bills on wood,
Rozkazania.
but it's still no hand cart. But he's making it work. Yeah, he's got thumb ring. What's wrong with the world? Everything. Ah, there's it is. This is the tap out. 10%. 10% less efficient in eco. Wow. Losing to Pulse CA? Exactly. Just able to out macro his way through. Macro is king in the late game. The ciphers are focused on sniping him, yeah. Exactly. Well, I'm probably gonna head off then. Didn't really plan on streaming that long anyway. No, he's not in this tournament. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I did want to get back into streaming more consistently, as I haven't been able to stream much in the past week. And I have done that, and I'll probably be back tomorrow. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.